This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast with the cleanest windows in all of podcastdom.
Yes, thanks to Josh and Andy out there working hard in the heat. They were inside.
Yeah, we had them on the morning show. They didn't want to. They just wanted to clean the inside of the windows. But of course,
I don't think Andy did. Josh, I think if you put a mic in front of him, I think he would be happy.
He's
to stay all day and talk with you.
He just might be wasting his talent cleaning windows. He might be the world's chattiest window cleaner.
Both were very friendly.
Super guys.
But Andy was all business, yes.
Super guys. Hey, we got a job to do. I know you guys are going to talk and do weather and stuff, but we're going to clean your windows. Right, come on in.
Yeah.
Who are we to stop?
And they look spectacular.
Yeah, matching T-shirts. We need that.
See, you said that, and as you were saying that we needed matching T-shirts, a thought occurred to me that we do.
Yeah. Well, no, we have station golf shirts. Not the same. We don't have Mark and Charity shirts.
You mean Mark and Charity morning shirts? Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. All yeah.
Because I was going to say, we do have matching shirts.
No, I mean,
when we go on location, pretty sure we wear the same shirts.
Other people have those, though. We need our own.
Our own. Specific to us.
Names on the back. Like we're security or something. People, right?
Do you really think people would think I was security?
No, but it's Mark and Charity, so don't mess with us.
Gotcha.
Got it. Oh,
well,
you
then they got to be tough looking. Yellow might not be the color to do.
Not the top. Okay, so not sleeveless.
Sleeveless, yes. Because you got to have the guns out. You got to have the pipe showing.
Right. Oh.
But yellow might not be the most...
okay. Well, we can't use
aggressive color, maybe.
The blue of the station's already taken by the station. So.
But a dark blue would be nice.
Okay, like a navy?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would work.
With a contrasting color of?
Maybe the writing in yellow.
There it is.
Or
I like it already. Gold.
Okay.
I like it. All right.
That would work.
All right.
Yep.
Listening to the podcast, if you are a graphic designer, start working on it. We're going to need a logo. Mark and Charity Mornings, Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast, navy with yellow, maybe a little border around it.
Maybe.
You know, like an old-style microphone logo in the crowd. I'm not going to tell you to do your job. You're a graphic designer, and you're not listening.
I'll just lay it all out for you.
Right.
And you create it.
We have an unlimited budget of no money. So
yeah, we have no money.
Work within that.
Your budget is zero.
Zero. Work within that.
Amaze us, dazzle us with your abilities.
And deadline is whenever you want to. Not expecting that anytime soon.
It would be nice if we had them for the golf tournament in July.
Yeah, it would be good if you could do it in the next 2 weeks. That'd be great. Okay. On an extra large golf shirt and a medium T-shirt.
What were you going to say?
Teeny tiny T-shirt.
Medium.
Medium T-shirt.
Medium
ladies T-shirt with the no sleeves, right? I like sleeves. Because
no sleeves
I don't have guns. Look at me, I'm gunless. I'm unarmed. That's what I am. That's what I am. I got none. Oh, it's so sad.
I'm working on mine.
Sad. Good for you.
They're coming.
So today we continued our talk about weddings and the music.
Because why stop? Why stop with our talk about weddings?
So you've been sharing, your wedding songs, we guess, when you got married. That was fun. And then yesterday, Charity put up on socials. Okay, now tell us about a time you went to a wedding and you couldn't believe the songs that the bride and groom chose for their weddings.
Yeah.
And
in a non-judgy way. In a very non-judgy way.
Or judgy way.
Maybe,
I didn't care.
A little bit. Okay.
But everything from Huey Lewis and the News, Stuck With You.
Which is you hear Stuck With You, it sounds like when you just say the title, it's like, wow, that's nice.
Right.
It is a nice song.
Okay. But again, if you got married in 1983 or 84 when that song came out.
There'd be better songs.
Lionel Richie was doing songs. Mm-hmm. Phil Collins, Chicago, lots of other people had love songs.
True enough.
Stuck With You. So, that tells me about the couple. That's a tongue-in-cheek, fun thing.
I would say relaxed. Yeah, they are relaxed, calm. I'm sure the day of their wedding was very low-key.
Chill.
Just go with the flow. Let's have a good party.
And then Stuck With You, and that was fun, and they're still together.
The couple who had Queen's Another One Bites the Dust. Again, it has to be tongue-in-cheek, because if it isn't, whoa.
Yeah. Well,
Queen
you two.
fans,
You two
there
are
are
off the
other
list.
Queen songs to choose too.
Yeah.
And Jason even pointed out a couple too this morning.
Right.
Every so often, Jason gives us the zingers.
Yeah.
And he had a couple other
Well,
titles.
it's the first album that could have done Try Suicide. You're right.
Yes,
that could have
that
happened.
would not be
Not
a
be
good choice.
Every Breath You Take, because of course it
It was
sounds
mentioned.
like a love
We knew it was
song.
coming.
Yeah.
I think Teresa sent that one in. She said Sting even says don't.
Don't stop. and the story was shared with us. I don't know whether they actually heard this one, but Meatloaf's 2 out of 3
Yes.
ain't bad. That when Meatloaf, people went up to him, it was like he did everything not to laugh in their face.
Because they said they wanted to use that song as their
Yeah,
wedding
that's
song.
so great.
And when he was performing, he shared that, people had approached him. Christine was the one who sent that in. So, I don't know if she
Yeah.
was in concert and heard that story or how that came about, but someone did go to a wedding and that was their song.
I want you, I need you, but I don't love you. Oh, honey, let's dance to that at our wedding.
Yeah.
Nice one on that one there. Highway to Hell by AC/DC. Now, that's either a third marriage, an arranged marriage.
Oh, my God.
Or they're just AC/DC fans and are looking to shock the crowd.
Again, would Shook Me All Night Long maybe not be a better AC/DC song?
There you go, right. And it's like
if you wanted
at
AC/DC.
least you're bragging that you're talented.
Exactly.
That you got some game.
Exactly.
Right.
Highway to Hell doesn't bode well.
No, not going to bode well on that one.
Yeah, for the
at
partnership.
all.
Dust in the Wind was another one. that
Hooked on a
was used.
Feeling. We couldn't figure out if it was B.J. Thomas or Blue Suede.
I'm going to go with the Blue
Ooga
Suede.
chaka,
Yeah.
ooga, yeah.
And it's, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad song to be, and I say bad song in the sense that, like Hinder's Lips of an Angel. Like,
Right,
maybe not the right message.
inappropriate,
Yes,
yeah.
right message with the song, but typically wedding songs tend to be slow romantic songs.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I would say they went the fun route, that they wanted something upbeat and kind
Yeah.
of fun to dance with. And you don't hear Hooked on a Feeling often as a first dance song.
Good
So it's very
sentiment.
unique.
Ooga chaka.
Yeah.
But a good sentiment.
Who wouldn't be singing along to it?
True. And it would be like, oh, good for you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that when I hear that stuff, it's the personality of the couple. You say,
Exactly, yeah,
that,
for sure
as
it is.
opposed to you've never listened to the lyrics.
Yes.
have
Clearly,
you?
you don't know what the song is about.
Highway to Hell. You're really not in this for the long run.
But that's what it is too. Like I think in most cases, the first song is a reflection of the couple
Yeah.
and what their relationship is. So yeah,
Coming up on Monday, here's how we're going to take this
even further.
Another step is, and we want to do it for theirs, right? Well, I guess because you wouldn't know, friends. What was the hiccup? What was the speed bump on your wedding day? What was the thing you never saw coming? And I hopefully it didn't ruin your day.
Yes.
But the one weird thing that happened that you never could have foreseen, because it's never perfect. I'm telling you, you can be like me. You can be just so detail-oriented, craziness planning, and something always slips in that you never saw coming.
That's the one, not that I like to give out advice or not that people ask me for advice, but that is the one thing I do say. I make a point of saying to people who are getting married. If I know someone who's getting married, it's like, okay, expect something.
Yep.
I'm not saying what it'll be, but if you go in knowing that, okay, something's going to happen,
Right?
you're already prepared, you're already ready, and it won't ruin the day.
Yep.
If you go
If
in
you
thinking
let
it's
it.
going to be
Yeah.
perfect and we've got all our T's crossed and our I's dotted and everything's going to be fine, nothing's going to go wrong, then it could just be losing an eyelash or something with your headpiece, and it will ruin your day. You got to go in ready to adapt, ready
Right.
to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much you plan, something will happen.
Ready to walk down the aisle when Dad stepped on your gown, you almost fell. Okay, right? Right? You stumbled.
And 9
And
times
that's
out
on
of
a
10.
video. So what?
Exactly. 9 times out of 10, nobody else is even going to know
Yeah. Nobody knows.
that something might be just a tad off,
Mm-hmm.
or something didn't get done, or you did trip, because they're all looking at the front of the church, so they didn't even see.
Yeah, don't worry
So
about
what
it.
you may think is horrible, and oh no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. Totally fine.
Your 2-year-old nephew from your older sibling's marriage decided to do cartwheels and bumped into the cake, and now you got no cake. This is the stuff you can't plan.
No,
it happens.
but you know what? It makes for a great story.
Yeah, great
and you
story,
may-
funny video.
Exactly.
And now you're horrified, but it's a great story.
Exactly.
So-
And if you're horrified, it'll be a moment.
Yep.
And then it'll be fine.
Yep.
It'll be totally fine.
And just think how that video is going to be played at their wedding
Exactly.
in 25 years.
You can hold that over them for the rest of their life.
It's so good. So whatever it is, we want to hear some of yours. So think about that over the weekend. Or if you already know it, it's like writing down. Mark and Charity, wait till you hear this.
And they always say it's the best man speech. We had a speech at ours. It wasn't the best man. In fact, we had fabulous speeches, all but one. And and honestly, I look back now and it was so ridiculous. I probably overreacted because I went to the videographer and I said, get rid of it. Not that I want to see it again. I don't.
Yeah.
But that was our hiccup. And it was just so minute, and it was a moment, and it was gone.
Right. Okay.
And we moved on.
We did not have a video of any of our stuff. We just had photography. 1987, right?
Really? You didn't have the great big shoulder?
No, we didn't
like
call
movie camera?
National Football League film crew come in with their big cameras.
And the light.
No phones.
Blinding light at the front.
Take 3. Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't catch that. Can you back up?
Yeah, so we just had, how often do you watch your video, if at all?
Honestly?
Yeah.
I probably haven't watched it since we got home from our honeymoon.
It's a time capsule thing, right?
I haven't watched, but my kids have watched it. Yeah,
sure.
At my mom's house.
Yeah, okay.
Because they got a copy too, and they've seen it. But no, I haven't watched it. I don't know if I can, to be honest.
It's a lot of money, and you think you have to have it done, because I know everybody does. We have to have the video, but who watches it? And I'm not saying that that's a bad idea.
But it's nice to have. I'm glad I have it.
It's a time capsule piece.
Yes, absolutely.
There it is. Yeah.
Because there's people in that video who aren't here now.
That's the point.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there they are. And you can hear them speak.
Hear them. And
there it is at a wonderful day.
Exactly.
All looking our best.
Exactly.
Some of us behaving. A handful of us still dancing. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
You talked about it being a competition, and I almost told this the other day, but I'll share it now because you just said that. So there were 3 of us getting married the same year. I say 3 of us, so in our friend circle, because you go through those phases too.
Yeah.
Everybody gets married, everybody has a baby, maybe everybody gets divorced. Like, you go through those things in life where it happens. So when our group of friends were all getting married, 3 of us were doing it in the same year. So the first wedding was a buddy up in Toronto, who married a woman from India. So they had, now the guys refer to them as strippers, but they were belly dancers.
Okay, right. Okay.
So they had these women, these scantily clad women, come in and dance halfway through their reception, and it was amazing. Like, they were up on chairs.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
It was incredible. It was one of the best weddings I've ever been to. But they set the bar pretty high. So that was in January. So then we had a friend get married in July, and they did a wedding dance to, like, it was during that period of people breaking out into dance. So you'd start slow.
Right.
And then you'd think the DJ scratched the record or did something.
Right.
And they had a whole dance routine.
Yep.
The bride and groom. They surprised everybody. It was amazing. So then Wayne and I were to get married in September. So yeah, we're like, crap. What are we going to do? What can we do to...
Best man Ryan Gosling, ladies and gentlemen. Something.
Yeah, no. What happened at ours were, instead of women, scantily clad women, we had scantily clad men by the end of our reception. As we're walking out of the curling club...
In Campbellford, Ontario.
For some reason. And it was such a cold day, so you can't blame the heat. The men who were still there, and there were still quite a few, decided to all take off their shirts and dance around the dance floor. To this day, I don't know why. Who started it? Why it was happening? But there they were. So that's what set our wedding apart from everybody else at the end of the year.
Kind of reminds you like Sale Barn on Tuesday, right? Just have the pick of that crop.
Oh my gosh.
It was the beefcake parade.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Very interesting.
So not right.
And I was pulling Wayne out. I'm like, nope, we're going.
Wayne's like, no, hang
this
on.
Is where it's
He's
turning.
Going for the buttons.
We're done. It's been a good day. Let's go now.
Oh, it's Friday. So, we get into the weekend. We had Alex on the show from Shannonville Park. What a weekend they've got planned for you.
Hello.
Hey, Alex.
How are ya?
We're good.
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic.
Big weekend coming up in Shannonville.
Oh, huge.
Huge.
First weekend of June, so we're rolling in the summer here.
So let's kick that off with the SMP Cup. Tell us what's going to be happening on the track.
Oh my goodness. I'm excited for this one because this is our first chance to get our regional road racing guys down here. We have the CASC GT1 through 5, the Formula 1600 open wheels, the Formula Libras, they're kind of like retro open wheels, and we have the Super Production Challenge, which are big fields of all different types of cars, from Nissan Micras to Chevy Camaros to Nissan 370s. So you're going to see a lot of really interesting stuff here.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And what are the speeds of these cars going around the track?
You know what? It really depends, because obviously a Chevy Camaro can rocket around this track faster than the Nissan Micra can. But if there's one guy you might want to look out for, there is a guy who drives around in an old NASCAR pickup truck.
No.
And he is actually one of the fastest guys out there on the track in his class. He drives an old Ford F-150 from like 2013, and the guy is really, really quick. I think he races in the CASC. So they go quite fast.
They do.
Wow. That would be so cool to see. That is something, you're right, you don't necessarily see every day for sure, but you would think of seeing at Shannonville.
Oh man, what you can expect to see. A lot of good racing, a lot of close action, and I think what you're going to see is a lot of drivers. I've been on bikes for the past 2 weeks, so that was almost a slip up there. But you know what? You see a lot of drivers coming out here to really have a lot of fun. They want to put on a great show for the fans this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, and you kind of alluded to it there. I don't want to go backwards, but you did have the bikes there a couple of weeks ago, and we did have rain. How did that go?
It went extremely well. You know what? I think a lot of people were kind of scared off from the rain on the first day, but on that Sunday, we nearly had the biggest crowd in recent history here at Shannonville.
Wow.
Awesome.
Lots of people came out. The grandstands were packed. The Victory Lap Cafe was busy. The merch stand was popping off. It was incredible to see the amazing support of the Belleville, Shannonville community, as well as a lot of people that had come out. So it was really heartwarming to see, especially after everything we've gone through with COVID, and to have the people back for CSBK, despite the rain and everything, was amazing.
It's a big Cup weekend going on. We'll see you at Shannonville on Saturday. When's the best time to get there, Alex?
You know what? We got stuff going all throughout, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I believe, the big races will all start on Saturday and Sunday. So I would get there 9 a.m. on Sunday, $20 at the gate, and your ticket's good for the whole weekend.
Awesome. Shannonville.com, full racing schedule and details available there. Alex, thanks so much.
No worries. I love that touch at the end. That was good.
We do our own sound effects on this show.
So yeah, another big weekend in Shannonville. Their SM Cup races. Practice today, and then the races start tomorrow and Sunday.
Yep, so get out there for that.
Yeah, because even the practice laps would be fun to see. Because I imagine the
truck's got to be something.
They play a little bit during the practice round,
right.
I would think.
Yeah.
Kind of get a real feel for the track and see what the machines can do. So they might do a few extra.
Or they never go really fast so that, you don't take them seriously.
And then they sneak up on you tomorrow.
Yeah,
see, you're sneaky.
Devious. I am. I'm devious. I'm the guy that looks like
hold the cards
I pulled
close
up with a cramp at a race to make everybody slow down and fly by them. Like a Kenyan. Zoom. I'm gone. So
in the
fast.
pickup truck. That does sound really interesting because you don't think trucks can go
That's right.
as fast as some of these cars, and yet
or
they're
zip
there.
in and out because they're just.
It'd be a lot harder.
Yeah. Bocce golf going on for the United Way this
Sold
weekend.
out.
Yep.
Wonderful to hear for the United Way.
Family golf tournament. Mel Howard was on the show last week. She and her family raising money in memory of her brother.
Andrew.
To raise money for mental health and addiction services. So if you're taking part in that, thank you. If not, find somebody who is. Make a donation. Help out their silent auction any way that you can help out on that. A lot of things going on this weekend.
And it's just the beginning. There's we keep saying it, there's so much coming up even in the next couple of weeks. And of course, July and August will be crazy. Like it's such a great
Quinte region of Ontario.
area.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
It's year round, but especially in the summer.
So get out there and enjoy it this weekend, okay? But we did talk a little bit about it, just some tips. I mean, water, watch your hydration levels, watch how long you keep anybody in a vehicle. It's going to be 37 degrees with the Humidex today. Maybe we'll get a bit of rain. We say that as perhaps you're listening to the podcast in a deluge. Well, at this point, it's a maybe. It's a probably, it's a likely. but it's not raining at this
I
point.
actually checked when I came in. When I saw that, I'm like, okay, how much of a chance?
Yeah.
So 60,
Okay.
which is more than 50, and
That's
I take
right.
that as a good sign that we will get something this
On
afternoon.
the brighter side of likely.
Yes.
Get some rain,
Good
which is
way.
good for the
Yeah.
lawns and the golf courses and, of course, the farms and everybody who could use a little bit of a break from the heat on that because it's dropping down to, I think, 22 or 23, which is just perfect for the weekend.
It's funny to say that. It's dropping down to 22.
Dropping down to a manageable temperature
I know.
in the 20s, which is nice. Have a great weekend, everybody. Okay, we're back at it Monday morning with Mark and Charity Mornings.